The Mercedes-AMG G63 has spent years being the car everyone has an opinion about, and the new one arrives at a moment when most of the segment has gone quiet and electric. The shape has not changed in the way that matters. The hand-built V8 is still here, and in a luxury world racing towards silence, that decision now reads less like stubbornness and more like the whole point. From the front, the matte deep green finish does something the brochure photos never capture. Under the show lighting, it shifts between olive and near black as you walk around it, and it sits on bronze cross-spoke wheels that warm up the whole stance. The upright windscreen, the exposed door hinges, the spare wheel cover on the tailgate, all of it is still here. This is a car that earns its presence by refusing to apologize for the way it looks. Inside is where the contrast lives. The cabin pairs gray diamond-quilted seats with saddle brown leather across the doors and dash, and the turbine air vents catch the light like jewelry. It feels expensive in a way that has nothing to do with screens. The front cabin gives you the twin display dashboard, the squared-off steering wheel, and that small off-road cockpit panel between the vents that quietly reminds you this thing has 3 locking differentials. You sit high, upright, and immediately understand the appeal. The rear cabin is the part buyers underrate. The bench is broad and flat, the door panels carry the same quilting as the front, and rear passengers get their own turbine vents and climate control. It is not the most spacious third-row substitute, but nobody buys this for packaging. They buy it for the way everything else moves out of the way when it arrives. The boot is where honesty matters. The side hinge tailgate swings out rather than up, which is charming until you are parking nose in against a wall. Behind it sits around 68 cubic feet with the rear seats folded, which trails several rivals on paper. But the load floor is flat, the opening is square, and the high roof means you are stacking upward rather than fighting a sloped hatch. For most owners, that shape matters more than the number. Then there is the engine, and this is where the G63 stops arguing and simply wins. The 4-liter twin-turbo V8 produces 577 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque, enough to push almost 3 tons to 60 in 4.2 seconds. The number that everyone fixates on is the fuel economy, around 15 miles per gallon combined, which is genuinely thirsty. But the new hydraulic active ride control suspension is the quiet hero here, smoothing the body motions that always made the old one feel like a tall truck on the road. The thirst is the cost of a sound and a character that no electric rival can fake. And the new suspension finally lets you enjoy that character without bracing for every corner. If walkarounds like this one help you decide where your money goes, subscribe so you catch the next one. In the United States, it starts at $196,850, and the example you are looking at, finished in Manufaktur green over saddle brown, climbs well past that. That is a lot of money for 15 miles per gallon and a boxy silhouette that has barely changed in decades. But that was always the point. The G63 is not trying to be efficient or rational or quiet. It is reminding everyone why the formula worked in the first place, and doing it at the exact moment the rest of the industry decided to walk away from it. If anything, the silence around it only makes the V8 sound louder. For watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one, and don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.